Step into the ruthless world of Squid Game, where 11 twisted childhood games decide who lives and who falls. From mind-bending mazes to merciless tests of strength and wit, each challenge pushes players closer to the edge. Discover the dark secrets behind all 11 deadly games. Like, share, subscribe, and tell us which one would break you first. And this is where the real climax unfolds. Sky Squid Game in Season 3 takes the familiar childhood game and pushes it all the way to the skies. Every step is a wager with fate. One slip, and the endless void below swallows the player whole. What once lived in chalk drawings is reborn as a perilous sky arena, where balance and nerve are tested to the limit. Tense, breathless, and relentlessly dramatic, Sky Squid Game stands as the most haunting challenge of all 3 seasons. The opening game of Squid Game 1, 2021, Red Light, Green Light, is rooted in the Korean childhood classic Mugunghwa Kotsi Pyeotseomnida. The hibiscus has bloomed. What begins as innocent play soon unravels into terror. Players must sprint toward the finish, but freeze at the doll's chilling call of red light. Any movement brings instant execution, as hidden sensors and rifles cut down the unlucky with mechanical precision. The vibrant playground and the doll's eerie smile only heighten the nightmare, creating a surreal clash of innocence and brutality. Its shocking blend of nostalgia and bloodshed etched Squid Game into global pop culture as survival horror at its most unforgettable. The ultimate challenge in Squid Game takes its name from a traditional Korean playground pastime, but here, innocence becomes blood-soaked brutality. 2 players enter a squid-shaped court, locked in a savage duel where only one can walk away alive. Victory demands reaching the squid's head, yet fists, knives, and desperation replace playful tagging. What unfolds is the show's most violent and intimate clash, psychological tension entwined with raw, bloody combat. Every strike echoes human greed and the primal will to survive. The rain-soaked climax of betrayal and murder left audiences shaken, cementing Squid Game's legacy as an unforgettable global phenomenon. The second game in Squid Game, Dalona candy honeycomb, takes inspiration from a nostalgic Korean street snack beloved by children in the 1970s and 1980s. Each player receives a thin, brittle sugar candy stamped with a shape, star, umbrella, circle, or triangle, and faces a deceptively simple challenge: carve it out without breaking. What begins as a sweet reminder of childhood quickly turns into a cruel trial, as every tiny crack heightens the dread. Failure is punished instantly and harshly, transforming an innocent treat into a lethal trap. The trembling hands, desperate licking, and shattered pieces left audiences horrified, cementing Dalgona candy as one of the show's most unforgettable and terrifying moments. Glass stepping stones in Squid Game 1 reimagines the thrill of crossing fragile bridges into a nightmare of deadly chance. Contestants must walk across 2 rows of glass panels, one tempered to hold weight, the other ready to shatter. Each wrong step means an immediate fatal plunge into the void below. The suspense grows with every move as broken glass rains down, leaving trails of blood and broken bodies. The spectacle is merciless, combining tension, fear, and inevitability. This mix of visual horror and suspense cemented Glass Stepping Stones as one of the show's most terrifying and unforgettable challenges in modern pop culture. In Squid Game, tug-of-war transforms a traditional Korean harvest festival game into a terrifying contest of survival. 2 chained teams face off on a towering steel platform, pulling a massive rope with all their might. At first, the rules appear simple: drag the opponents across the center line. But the horror comes when the losing team plunges into the abyss, their screams echoing before ending in a brutal crash. Strategy, teamwork, and sheer will to live decide who survives. The thunder of stomping feet, rattling chains, and sudden bloody falls turned tug-of-war into one of the show's most iconic and chilling spectacles. Marbles, based on a nostalgic Korean street game, becomes one of Squid Game's most heartbreaking trials. Players are paired with partners, only to discover they must eliminate each other to survive. the rule is deceptively simple. Win all your opponent's marbles within 30 minutes by any game you choose. What begins as a quiet match descends into betrayal, fear, and despair. The silence of the arena, broken only by the soft clink of marbles, makes each gunshot execution devastating. This cruel twist, forcing friends and loved ones to turn against one another, left audiences haunted, making marbles a defining moment of emotional and tragic horror. The chilling round of hide and seek is inspired by one of the most beloved childhood games, once filled with laughter. Introduced in Season 3, it stands as the most brutal challenge across all 3 seasons. Players are scattered with a single mission: hide long enough to avoid being discovered. At first, it recalls playful childhood memories, but each passing second heightens the terror of being found. What was once innocent fun turns into a merciless survival test, forcing players to kill or be killed, leaving more than half eliminated. This survival twist on jump rope transforms a childhood pastime into a deadly balancing act. Contestants must cross a narrow bridge, while a massive rope swings endlessly before them, forcing them to time their jumps with precision. A single misstep, whether tripping on the rope or losing balance, means plunging into the void below. Compared to Squid Game's bloodiest challenges, jump rope feels less brutal. Yet its danger lies in relentless tension and sheer endurance. Every leap tests focus, agility, and stamina, creating suspense as the crowd watches who can defy the rope the longest and survive the impossible rhythm. Pentathlon, an unforgiving gauntlet of 5 relentless stages, stands as one of Squid Game's most grueling trials. Players must endure a brutal mix of speed, strength, precision, memory, and endurance, with each stage designed to exploit human limits. Unlike other games, there is no single path to victory. One mistake in any round means immediate elimination. The escalating tension builds as exhaustion erodes both body and mind, forcing contestants into desperate acts of survival. Pentathlon embodies pure attrition, a nightmare marathon where only the strongest can endure.
Thank you for watching. The world of Squid Game, with its deadly games, shocking twists, and unforgettable characters, has left audiences everywhere breathless. If you love diving into the secrets behind the cast and the chilling challenges they faced, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell us which Squid Game moment shocked you the most in the comments below.